It's week 6 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' versatile running back. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Raiders and the Cardinals, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, we're in October now, so everybody... And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
That's taken in by Duvernay. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Kyler going to give this to Benson, and he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. You look at this Raiders defense. They were strong last week, CD, and then went over New England.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Richardson off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat. Especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they are a game under 500 now. A week ago, and this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Benson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
Here's Jake Bailey now. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's run well here the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into Good gain of 7 up to the 37. The numbers for him from a week ago: 24 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They go play action with Richardson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now Richardson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Richardson on 4th down. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Benson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Raiders offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That one goes for 8 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
The Raiders at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. Now, they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
They run over center with Benson. Taken down at the 30.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Murray now. And that is incomplete here.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, the secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Murray now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Richardson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., 71 yards. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Diggs going in motion right. A final shot before the half. Richardson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. Ladd McConkey, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Drake May leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Bo Nix. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again.
And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard.
Shut up. Your running back is poop.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Now it's Richardson. Flushed out right. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He'll try again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the
I get it now.
Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
It was supposed to be the Cardinals. I put the Chargers as a title. My bad.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
We some fucking lions out there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
from 17 yards out.
And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
He's got the hookup with Diggs.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Richardson looking to throw.
Steps away to his left.
That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That boy Wilson got a sack, tackle for loss, and an interception.
Now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there.
Who shook?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some.
And he is in. Touchdown.
Let's fucking go! Fucking go!
Touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
He said, get off of me, little boy. Never.
Now the try here for the point after.
They ain't see that coming, Carter.
These guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Murray. Open man is Duvernay. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Here's Murray. Rolling to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Murray. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down at the 28. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 28 yards. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown here.
I've been here too many times. Too many times.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down inside the 40. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Diggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Stephon Diggs, 39 yards. And the Raiders had 6
Hey, Carter.
in the lead.
Say
What a huge
six
touchdown
God.
it was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pushing his way through. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 10. A minute 36 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught downfield by Harrison. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Oh, my goodness.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Hands it off out of the gun. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's across for the touchdown.
Gotta meet the goal. 2 touchdown for my nigga. Best running back in the league. Best team in the league. Best defense in the league. Oh!
Extra point forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now it's the Cardinals' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. To throw is Murray. Connects with Duvernay. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Here's 2nd down and 3. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Murray, one final try. And the Raiders have got him. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Raiders, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.